I've wanted to quit many times, and the struggles of those thoughts still comes up from time to time. But there is one thing that I can say for sure has been incredibly, indescribably helpful for me during those times that I would love to share with you today. Thoughts of uncertainty, of fear, of rejection, of a path to a destination in which you can see no end, and the feelings that come with that can be incredibly challenging. And I've faced that many times. And I've faced the big Q, the thoughts of the big Q, many times in many endeavors that I've come up against and that I've taken on. And in this game, in acting, is no different. But my intention today is to share with you just the realness from me to you of what it has been like, what has been really helpful for me, in the hope that it will help you as well. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is James Carson. I'm an Australian actor, and I'm on the mission to the breakthrough. And what this channel is all about is sharing the journey from chapter 1 to chapter breakthrough and sharing the insights along the way. And I've been on this journey of acting for quite a number of years. And I wanted to share with you the realness of when things get tough and when things become challenging. And when you start second guessing yourself and thinking you might quit or change direction or it's too hard or whatever it might be, first of all, I see you. I feel you. I've been there, have been there many times before, and I'm sure those thoughts will come up again from time to time. But the key thing that really helped me and that I wanted to share with you is very simple yet very powerful, and I believe is the most important thing that we have in life, which is our health and wellness. And what I mean by that is taking time out for your self-care every day and experiencing joy every day. That has been the key thing that has been so helpful for me. When I went away, I was about to go away on this trip to LA, and I completely canned the trip because of an audition. I put so much time, energy, and effort into the audition. I was so excited about it. I was sharing it with close friends that I was very excited. I had this wonderful opportunity, and then it falls away and gets cancelled, and the whole trip gets blocked and everything like that. Whilst I shared in previous videos that it was a wonderful lesson, but at the time it was incredibly challenging. There are all these feelings that can come up, and I'm not going to say us, I'm just going to say in general for myself, all these feelings that have come up for me in terms of I'm not good enough, I'm using a lot of time, energy, and money into this. What if I spend all this time and effort towards a project and it doesn't go anywhere? Well, just realized there was an ugly rag in the background. That's the raw and realness of this. Very sorry about that. That is the raw journey of entrepreneurship and going after something in life. Whatever it might be, if it's a job, if it's a business, if it's a relationship, if it's some form of personal endeavor, there's going to be those feelings that I've come to learn. But what I have learned, the importance of remembering during these journeys is this. It's wonderful to strive forward. It's wonderful to go for things, whether it's business goals, money goals, fitness and health goals, which are great goals in itself, relationship, whatever it might be. Let's use business, for example, maybe me for acting. It's wonderful to consistently strive for these things, but you can only redline for so long. Meaning, the biggest thing that helped me, and it was always a personal mission, was not having this mindset of that I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when I get the breakthrough role. I'll be happy when I'm acting consistently. I'll be happy when I am somewhere along in this journey. But I'm like, no, that's not the point. I'll be happy now. I'll experience joy now. I'll experience wellness and abundance now. I'll feel abundant now. Because I believe even now that even when I reach that, that's not going to fulfill me the way that I think, and it's not the key to being happy to me. The key to being happy is being totally content and in love with the now. So what I mean by that is experiencing joy now. So every day it is a personal mission for me to experience joy. And what's joy? Joy is like doing my morning routine, my morning meditations, hydrating, journaling about gratitude, going to the beach, going for a swim, a workout, a surf, going to train, eating a healthy meal, connecting with the people that I love, having a laugh, being creative. That is joy. Parts of that is mixed in with work, but that is joy. But if I'm constantly striving and applying and sending emails and making phone calls and doing all these different things, getting rejection after rejection or no response after no response, or just feel like I'm just pushing this boulder uphill and the top of the hill is out of sight, I'm going to run out of steam and I'm going to fold and the boulder's going to come back and roll back on top of me. So I just wanted to share that with you, because if you're deep in the work right now and you're deep in the journey of making your dreams a reality, if you're in a moment of just stuckness, of ickiness, of like, I feel almost burnt out or stressed or super tired, I just want to say how important it is to fill up your cup, to experience joy, and to step back and really prioritize your wellness. And what that means is there are some days where I'm like, you know what, I'm just taking a day off, or I'm taking 2 days off, whatever I can manage just to really fill up my cup, do exactly what I desire to do. And after that, I am filled with energy and I'm ready to go. But if I'm just redlining all this time, I'm just going to burn out. That's just how my personality is. There is a time to work really hard, and then there's a time to recalibrate and recoup your energy systems. And that's what I've come to learn. There's this grind and hustle culture. It's really a mindset, I believe, with the universe, with manifestation, with your energy. If you believe you have to grind the grindstone and work yourself to the bone to get somewhere, whilst there's truth to that to a certain extent, that becomes your reality. Whilst you believe that if you work hard, but you also still prioritize your wellness, prioritize your joy, prioritize your mindset, your body, your heart, working out, eating good food, getting great sleep, looking after your self-care, looking after your wellness, then that is your reality. And there are some teachers out there, or whatever they call themselves, or however that might look, say you just grind, you hustle, grind, and then you enjoy later on, and you grind to the point where it's unhealthy and it's a badge of honor. If that's what they want to peddle, that's on them. But what I see is you can still work hard, but it's very important to support your wellness and to support experiencing joy, because that is the beauty of life. And if we go through life in all this serious grindness all the time, then where's all the fun? Where's all the joy? Does that make sense? This is basically just a raw and real in the moment video that I thought of in the car that I just wanted to do because I feel like it would be helpful for you to some degree. Yes, this is a bit of a rough setup, but I was just like, you know what? I'm going to get beyond how I look right now, or beyond how the set looks, or whatever it is. And I'm just going to share this because I feel like it would be helpful. So just to summarize, you are where you are, and that is beautiful. And you're striving to be somewhere, and that is even more amazing. But this journey from here to here can be challenging, can have ups and downs, can go longer than you think, can just be this big open-ended, I don't know when it's going to happen. And facing that can be incredibly challenging. That's when fear, doubt, wanting to quit, all these things can show up. But what has been incredibly helpful for me, that I want to embark onto you, is to remember to experience joy each day, and to remember to look after your mind, body, and emotions with self-care. Good sleep, morning routines, positive thinking, all these wonderful things, journaling, getting into nature, drinking plenty of water, just the really simple things make you feel whole. And if you're constantly one of those individuals who's grinding all the time, working every day as much as possible, thinking about work all the time, it might be a good time for some time off, for a bit of a break, even if it's just an hour or two off, or whatever you can manage to just give yourself time to reset. Give yourself time to recede. The waves come forward and then they go back. They come forward and then they go back. They can't always be up. When we're driving our car, we can't just go a million miles an hour everywhere. You've got to slow down, you've got to stop, you've got to fill up the fuel, and then you've got to drive again. You can go fast and you slow down and you slow down and you fill up the fuel again. All these things come in cycles. And I just wanted to share that because I've faced the doubt, I've faced the wanting to quit, and these things come up all the time. And it's part of the journey, and it's important to learn to face those things. And doing what I've been sharing is very helpful. It's been incredibly helpful for me, and I have faith it'll be helpful for you too. So thank you very much for watching. This is Q James. If you'd like to like or subscribe, that'd be wonderful, but no pressure, of course. Have the most amazing day, and I'll see you next time.